All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Everyman crossword, but before I begin, let's do our clue of the day. All right, try this one on for size. Hubs of Italian car segment establish sport brand familiarly. 5 letters. Let me know, firstly, if you know the answer, and then do you think that's a fair clue or not? All right, back to the Everyman. Let's see. Unable to escape, in huff, danced atrociously. All right. Well, yeah, unable to escape, you might be handcuffed, and that is an anagram or an atrocious version of huff. Danced, not too difficult of an anagram, having the U double F staying the same. Ooh, that gives us some lovely starters here. Journalist cut. Well, we often see journalist, if it's not ed, which I think it is probably about 80% of the time, then it might be a hack. So just a double definition. Wine stains covering cozy spot. All right, a simple hidden clue. Within wine stains, we have nest. Okay, harms actual, but not bodily. Ooh, actual but not has 12 letters, and it does have a C. So I'm wondering if harms might be an anagram indicator. And then just meaning bodily. I'm thinking of a word like corporeally. I don't get that one. Apartment, better, capital investment. Well, I was thinking an apartment could be a flat. And then we need a word for better, and it's going to be a capital investment. Well, I wasn't thinking of anything for flat, but capital comes from the Latin, I think, for your head. And so it's an investment you might make for something for your head. And to better somebody is to cap them, not cap them, but cap their score, for example. And so a flat cap. One absconding from starters of steak and kidney pies, you say. Ooh, I'm thinking one absconding could be an escapee. I'm not seeing the wordplay. Funny that we have cap inside of escapee. The starters of steak and kidney, S-A, there's no K. Kidney pies, you say. Sounds like a homophone. Yeah, maybe it's not escapee. Let's go back to the acrosses. Junk messages, plans to return. All right, immediately when we see junk, we think of spam, and it's the word maps backwards, so plans to return. Pierce, cut into melon, somewhere on Atlantic coast. I'm wondering if it is somewhere on the Atlantic coast. Ooh, Casablanca, I think. Now, funnily enough, I would have said Casablanca was on the Mediterranean, shows how much I know. Yeah, I think the melon is a cassava. I believe that's a type of, yeah, and pierce. If you pierce something, you might lance it, but that is cut. We drop the E and we put that inside of the cassava. In this manner of speaking, power comes forth. Power is often abbreviated to P, comes forth. No, I don't get it. Cook's directions. Oh, well, with the C and the P, I'm immediately thinking of recipes. Describing, and describing can mean to go around something. Flipping Mexican food. Right to do the same. Oh, well, I'm thinking of something like reciprocal or reciprocate. Oh, yeah, so we have our recipe, and then inside it we have a taco, which is flipping, and then R for right. All of that goes inside the recipe, and you got reciprocate. Been in the news lately. Clear absolutely minimal amount of money and leave too much. Oh, I think, yeah, I was thinking to do something too much can be to over something. I'm thinking about over tip. Could be to leave too much money. Oops, over top, over tip. Clear, I think, is overt. Absolutely have the smallest amount of money now that they've done away with the halfpenny. Never mind the farthing. Was the farthing the one that was even smaller? Um, oh no, I think I'm mixing up my old monies. Anyway, 1 penny IP. All right. Some recommend lay cease as eternal. Well, lay cease is referring to the 6 French composers of the 20th century. I think Poulenc was one of them. Anyway, yes, so it's actually just a hidden clue within recommend lay cease. We have endless, meaning eternal. Well, let's try concerning. Hobby having enormous familiarity with the Queen's head, which sounds like a pub name. I'm wondering if it's a word that means concerning, as in worrisome, and then a hobby. No, I don't see it. This person's business, on the contrary, don't mention it. Ah, well, I'm just thinking if you do something for somebody and they thank you, you might say don't mention it, or you might say my pleasure. This person I think is just my and not business. The contrary to business would be pleasure. All right, fairly straightforward in the end. Bullion. Oh, I'm thinking gold and cash. Man's collected here. So here is obviously referring to the answer, and it is probably something going to do with money. Somewhere you might find bullion and cash. I think it's Golders Green is an area of London I've heard of. So I think, is that it? Bullion, I think, is gold. Cash is the green, I think. Man's collected. How is that though then ERS? And then I'm not sure what Golders Green is famous for. Man's collected. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Authorities' laughable admonition. Ooh, admonition has 10 letters. So I'm wondering if laughable could be. I don't think I've seen that as an anagram indicator before, but as I never tire of saying, anything can be an anagram indicator if you try hard enough. What would a word for authority? Oh, it could be authority, as in the authorities who are in charge, but it could also be an expert, an authority on something. Ooh, domination, I think it is the first kind of authority. North African, to pick up, engaging eagle that's flapping. Well, I read it as North African, but of course it's just an African that's flapping. No, I don't get that. All right, back to the crosses. Oh, while I was paused there, I just noticed belatedly there are special instructions. The clue for 23 across has been edited. So they may have had a mistake in that. All right, anyway, Independent Republic. Well, it's 7 letters beginning with I. Ireland seems too obvious. Era label. I like that they put the father on the E. Acknowledging nature's divinity originally. Ah, so it is. And this is the clue type we look forward to every week from Everyman. He usually says primarily, meaning take the first letter of each word. This week it is originally. Oh, and let me put in Ireland, nice easy one. Furious Griselda sacking Dutch tradesperson. Oh, well, now I'm thinking Golders Green is wrong because I'm thinking furious is a very understandable and logical anagram indicator. But Griselda has 8 letters. We have to sack or remove D for Dutch. So then it will be an anagram of Grisela, but it certainly won't be Golders Green. All right, I'm a little relieved actually that it's not. A glazier, I think we have, who is a type of a tradesman. Baked goods all gone, according to Spooner, porkies. Well, porkies, porky pies, rhyming slang for lies. Yeah, I think maybe it is a phrase that you might say. Yeah, like, oh, a pack of lies would become for Spooner a lack of pies. I like it. All right, here's the one they changed. Everyman, well, surely that is the I. Endlessly late. Fancy. Oh, if you're late, you might be dead. And if that has no final letter, you get a fancy, might be an idea. Scoring or practicing turntablism. Well, I do know at least the word turntablism. All right, it's 11 letters, so it's not an anagram of that. But record scratching, overlaying one record on top of another. Of course, scoring, apart from the musical sense, could be making a scratch. Ah, yes. That is exactly it. Scratching, of course. On the one hand, finally, miss. Ooh. Yeah, that's a right clue. Don't see it. Now, what are the ellipses doing there? Because the next clue doesn't start with ellipses, but anyway. Rowdy boys silent, so it would appear. Well, rowdy might be like furious, indicating an anagram, because boys silent is 10 letters. Ooh, I'm thinking it's going to end in ly, so it would appear. Something like, not obviously, but yeah, I don't get that. All right, let's finish the downs. Desert's shortcomings. I know it's desserts. Yeah. So if you desert, you might defect, and defects are shortcomings. Dour, experts frown. Well, dour might be grim, an expert could be an ace, and that gives you a grimace. For the most part, walk dragging leg, B underscore leg. Yeah, it's funny when you read old books and they have B dash or D dash to hide the offensive language. For the most part, yeah, I'm thinking that B underscore, I think maybe it's suggesting a bum leg, or of course could be bloody leg. Oh, a limb could be a, yes, if you walk dragging your leg, then you limp. But for the most part, we drop the P, then we get the B, and we get our limb. All right, so, ostensibly, great word. Revolting, I'm wondering about ugly. Sung, plays, regularly rejected. All right, we're going to take every other letter of sung, play to get our ugly. Yeah, not a bad first pass. Oh, surely harms actual but not bodily. What's it going to end in? Thanks, tracks. But not bodily. Yikes, what word is that? Well, I'm going to pause, sip my coffee, and ponder that one. Oh my goodness. I ran through all the alphabet, the vowels in the second position, and then finally belatedly thought of Y, and then cyber attacks. So it's just a cryptic definition. Harms, I think, actual but not bodily. Very tricky one. Ooh, concerning. Hobby having enormous familiarity with. Yes, the Queen's head always appeared on British stamps. So I presume now Charles's head appears on all the thing, and this was a hobby like I suppose most boys my age back when I was a child interested in stamp collecting. And so philately is the noun, philatelic. I don't know how you pronounce the adjective form, but yeah, so it's just another cryptic definition. Oh, I'm thinking a manner of speaking might be a lisp. In this manner of speaking, power comes forth. That's the best I can do. I don't see why it would be lisp, other than many comedians have pointed out that the word lisp, unfortunately, is something people with a lisp have difficulty saying. It's not that easy for me. Power comes forth. Oh, now I get it. A word for power might be force, and that becomes, so comes is very misleading, but it becomes, instead of force, forth. That is clever. All right. So now where is my, of course, the firm Goldman Sachs. Gold. Oh yeah, gold. And then an anagram of Cashman. Cashman's? Yeah, Cashman's is anagrammed, collected after the gold. Alrighty. So, ooh, I think it might be a North African. I'm thinking of Senegalese. Now, are they the eagles or is that Cameroon? To pick up, oh no, we have an anagram of eagle. To pick up, I think to pick up is to sense, and that engages or surrounds eagle. That's flapping, an anagram of eagle. All right, just on the one hand, finally, hand finally I think is going to be a D. I'm thinking maybe if you miss something, you need it. On the one, oh, it's the final letters of all four words on the one hand. Yeah, there we go. So that one I get. Yeah, I think in the end I did get even lisp. All right. Well, nothing else. We don't have a check this button. If I made any mistakes or missed out on any parsing, please let me know in the comments. All right. Thanks as always for watching and have a great day.